Well, Madison has a new restaurant it probably didn't even know it needed.
It's called Finca Coffee, and it pairs Latin street food with expertly roasted coffee. Sounds delicious. Our tastemaker, Andrea Bailing, checks it out for this month's Tastemaker.
Yeah, so the national bird of El Salvador is the Tarragos, and it's a cool-looking bird. And if you have a coffee farm that's doing things correctly environmentally, you get shade-grown coffee, really cool trees. That's a great and perfect habitat for a Tarragos to live. And what we're really passionate about is working directly with the farmer. For those who don't know, finca, our name, is Central American Spanish, at least, for farm. So finca coffee or farm coffee. So we don't have a middle person buyer. We go directly to the farms. We work with the farmers. We're really proud to work with a couple of female coffee farmers in El Salvador. We pay beyond fair trade prices. We roast it. We create 5 jobs there. We bring it to Madison about once every other week via air.
Wow, and paying more than fair trade.
Yeah.
Why is it important for you to make coffee the way you guys do?
Because it has an impact on people in El Salvador. We can make a difference in people's lives. We work with farmers who also help build clinics and schools in the communities for their workers. We know environmentally we're not using harsh herbicides and pesticides, and it gives a better flora and fauna for birds like our logo, the Tarragos, the national bird of El Salvador.
At the front of your shop here, what are those?
It's called a cold brew system. It comes from Taiwan. It's called the Yama cold brew system, and what we do, it makes it unique, is that instead of using just water, we actually use ice on the top. It filters down through a paper filter, the coffee, then a ceramic filter. What looks like a still is actually an aeration. And anytime you aerate coffee or bring air into it during the process of brewing it, you actually help sweeten the coffee. So it gives it this really cool, fruity, deep, rich flavor.
And we've got a couple of your guys' signature dishes on the table here. Can you tell me what we have?
Yeah, so first of all, we have the pupusa, and it's called pupusa, and it's the national dish of El Salvador. And it's a really simple food, but it's a great food. So you use the same maseca or corn flour and water to make the tortilla, and then you put a stuffing or a filling in. That one you're trying is called chicharron and queso, or basically a pork and cheese. We have for vegan or vegetarian options. We also have just bean or bean and cheese.
Okay.
Different combinations, served with a side of a semi-spicy coleslaw and then the tomato sauce. You're eating it like I would, a gringo, but down there, a Salvadoran. They just tear it, use their fingers like that, and then just like a little bit of coleslaw like that, and then dip it in there.
That's much easier than what I just tried to do.
It doesn't look as nice, but it's a heck of a lot easier and more fun. So that's how we eat a pupusa. Yeah, they're all over in El Salvador. There's street vendors of pupusas. There's stores or shops called pupusarias.
Oh, wow.
And so they're everywhere. People eat them for breakfast, lunch, dinner.
And what are these?
So if you go to El Salvador and you order a quesadilla, you don't get what we here would think of as a Mexican quesadilla with a tortilla and cheese. You get this. And it comes from, it's basically a sweet cornbread. The quesadilla from El Salvador, the queso part comes from, they use a little bit of cheese called queso duro, which is kind of like a cross between our ricotta and Parmesan, but there's also butter, eggs, and sour cream and sugar. So it comes out as kind of a sweeter little dessert. Goes great with coffee.
Oh my gosh, that is delicious. I enjoy it. Wasn't it when you say quesadilla? I'm not expecting it to be sweet.
Yeah. And it kind of hits you, and it's like, wow, there's a little sesame seed on top.
Well, thank you so much for having us in today.
Oh, our pleasure. Thank you for coming in, and we invite people to stop by anytime.
Yeah.
Andrew's here now. It doesn't look like much from the outside.
Right, yeah, but inside, oh my gosh, that place is, they've done a great job of really making the connection to El Salvador with even just the decor in there. They brought a lot back themselves.
Just to sit and watch that coffee machine drip, like one drip at a time, that is really cool.
Yeah, but they really care about how they're making the coffee, how they get it, the food that they pair with it. It seems like such an odd pairing, you know, Latin food with coffee, yeah, but I mean, it's amazing, and those El Salvadoran quesadillas.
He seems very passionate about his work and the work that he's doing for other people.
Yep, and his other corners, Marlene and Silas, are also super passionate about it.
I want to try one of those pupusas.
Yeah.
That looks really delicious.
Yeah, yep, a classic street food item, like Todd said. Yep, the one little bite I had, I ate it not like you're supposed to. You're supposed to rip it, but you know.
So it's on Rimrock Road.
Rimrock Road.
Across from Zimbrick European, that area.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Have to check it out.
Yes, definitely.
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, thank you guys.